world does our hero Henry go from local saviour to a complete menace? Witness the madness unfold as Henry is sent to rehab. But things don't go so well for the star. All he does is cause
chaos.
Henry is a nuisance, an utter embarrassment to his name. Henry treats rehab like a deranged playdate, destroying everything he touches. But to understand where it ends, we have to go back to how Henry ended up in rehab in the first place. Here, we witness Henry in the middle of a mental breakdown. After the disaster of Kuttenberg left Henry covered in more than just physical scars, he tried to live in the woods. This did not go so well. He was so desperate for food that he would wait to ambush passing wagons, just as Zizka had taught him.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
But Henry didn't have much luck, at all.
A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
He tried to catch chickens.
Where are you pointing that thing, you idiot?
But he was so hungry that he didn't have much stamina. He made a real fool of himself in front of the locals. But he didn't mind. He had lost his mind. To the townspeople, he wasn't a hero. He was just a feral man.
I really need to eat something.
They weren't even bothered that the chickens weren't his to take, because they knew there was absolutely zero chance of him catching any. So they let him tire himself out. Even the infamous KCD2 rain couldn't stop him from trying to chase down boars. He was desperate. If he didn't eat soon, he would start to get really grumpy.
What are you doing with that thing? Are you trying to shoot me? Put it away now, or I'll take you in.
His antics soon attracted the guards' attention. They were not impressed.
Good.
Henry didn't mind.
Clear off and don't bother me.
He simply asserted his dominance by marking his territory like a dog.
Why am I even wasting my time with you?
This really didn't go down well.
You'll have to pay a fine.
Look, guard. I had a bit of a drink today.
My favourite.
Oh, it's awful, I tell you. And when you're drunk, it only gets worse.
What kind of stupid excuse is that?
I really am ashamed. I have problems with my head. I lost my whole family, my girl, all dead. I'm just not handling it well. I drink and I make these horrible mistakes.
You should get some help. I've heard that they can treat things like that at some monasteries.
Henry decided it was time to try a different tactic. For once, he listened to the guards and went to the monastery to go to rehab. He knew it was time.
I'd like to go to the monastery.
All right.
Let's go.
Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Bugger off.
I'm not going to forget such insolence.
He was determined to stick to his rehab program. However, within mere hours of his arrival, he had found a bottomless supply of drink and managed to get straight back to Sideways. He thought that maybe rehab wouldn't be so bad after all. He didn't mind the locals, but the monks weren't so fond of Henry. They didn't approve of his dress with stinking body parts hanging off of it.
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some kind of animal?
No.
Off. You pig. You got something against washing?
His smell entered the room before he did. Henry found their rations rather unfulfilling.
Hey! You can't just go and eat our food.
So he decided to help himself to some extra food.
Cool.
That boss.
What a stink.
This didn't go down so well.
Gotcha, fella.
It was day one, and Henry had already been dragged to the abbot's office.
What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
The abbot's in charge here now, so you'd best get ready. You'll have him to answer to.
Take me away. I won't cause any more trouble.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. We're on hallowed ground, and must behave accordingly. The Lord Christ preaches mercy, so I will forgive you wrongdoing. Search your conscience and refrain from such behavior in the future. Best to pray to the Lord instead.
Oh, have you been rolling in
Unsurprisingly, Henry's smell kept causing issues amongst the rehab staff.
Jesus Christ, I can smell you from over here.
The monks hated him,
Oh, keep away from me or the stink will knock me down.
but Henry hated washing.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
No, it doesn't bother me. And if you don't shut your trap, I'll beat you like an animal.
Oh, you, what a stench. You ought to be ashamed.
Did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Henry found it extremely amusing to push the monks as far as he could, just to try and get a reaction. Spoiler alert, he didn't.
Oh, what a stench. You ought to be ashamed.
Even when face to face with Henry's most feral deeds, they kept a straight face, and they held their tongues. He did do what he was told, somewhat, attempting to show up to pray, even if the poor monks gagged at the stench of death that followed him around.
Have you been rolling in
The rest of day 2 was a total write-off. Henry slept off his hangover, while the monks stood around complaining. They'd never seen anything remotely as feral as Henry, and they made it very clear that they didn't like him.
Oh, keep away from me or the stink will knock me down.
I'm sorry.
Henry turned up to pray, but again, the monks weren't happy.
What a stink!
You ought to be ashamed.
My God, where are your clothes?
That was some stink.
He didn't mind. He just tried harder to endear himself to them. He didn't understand that standing on tables wouldn't make you more likable.
Mother of God, where's that stench coming from?
He had completely lost his marbles.
Oh, cool.
He was feral by this point, as we witnessed in the last 2 episodes.
What's that?
But our Henry was far too comfortable in the chaos. Henry tried really hard to pray his addiction away, but he wasn't sober enough to remember the words.
Our Father, hallowed be thy name, Jesus, on earth as it is in heaven. Who art in heaven, thy will be done, Jesus. Thy kingdom come, Jesus, as we forgive those who trespass against Jesus. And lead us not into temptation. Give us this day our daily Jesus. Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Jesus, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, Mary, Mary, Jesus. The forgiveness.
When a very rude man interrupted him, Henry punished him in the only non-violent way he could think of in his sideways state, by breaking the laws of physics to casually urinate directly into the man's lap. He gained an elegant victory, but it clearly left him unsatisfied, because he immediately followed up by introducing the man to a permanent nap, regardless.
Hey, what are you lying here for?
I suppose this was Henry's way of ensuring that the message wasn't lost in translation.
Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Jesus, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, Mary, Mary, Jesus. Amen.
Oh, Henry. We had so much hope for you. We really did.
Why did this have to happen? He's never coming back.
Like an overgrown child, saddened for what he had done, he sat and drank away the disappointment in himself. He tried hard to fit in. He even made an effort to get on with the abbot.
Who stinks here?
Can I ask you a question, Father?
What would you like to know, son?
Could you tell me about yourself?
I am a servant of God, existed within these walls since the time of King Vladislav II. And human arrogance. The pillars on which we have stood for more than 3 centuries.
I have to go, Father.
Go in peace.
He could hold a reasonable enough conversation, but managing to be anything other than feral? Out of the question. Sorry. Henry, unsurprisingly, prayed for drink. And to all of our surprise, that was exactly what he got. Even if we had to witness it frame by glorious frame, he got his wish. He had wished for 5,000 bottles of beer, and by some miracle, the game engine delivered. A miracle for Henry, but an absolute crime against my graphics card. He decided to push his luck. He didn't care if he crashed the game or if Warhorse laughed when they saw the error report. He enjoyed the chaos. More and more bottles kept coming, and each time my frame rate recovered, Henry would strike again. Henry loved rehab. It was great. He wished he'd come sooner. Even with the newfound fun of prayer, Henry was bored. He started to harass the abbot. It was the only joy he could find in this place. He would break into his room while he slept and force the abbot to party with him.
What a stench!
Even when Henry's stink woke the abbot,
What are you doing here?
Henry would pretend he wasn't there.
Excuse me.
If Henry couldn't see him, he couldn't see Henry. Standard toddler logic. Except this toddler weighs 180 pounds, is covered in the spoils of last month, and is aggressively breathing tavern fumes directly into your face at 3 a.m. Henry tried to get the abbot to chat, but he made little sense to Henry when he was this wasted. He just heard blah, blah, blah. Even getting Henry back to his bedroom was hard work when the pathways kept starting on him. Like most drunk men on their way home from a night out, he just couldn't let it go. Henry's boredom turned into petty violence. He didn't mean it. He was drunk, he didn't know what he was doing, but the gods didn't care. They were not as forgiving as the abbot. This party ended up with a serious pizzle-yang. Since entering the monastery, Henry had not managed to wash once.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He tried, but he would sink down onto the floor next to the tub, washing in thin air. He would rub his sweaty armpits all over himself, just making the stench worse. He was effectively dry buffing his own filth like it was car wax. He was so far gone, he didn't notice. Henry hated his free time at rehab. All he could do was drink and annoy people.
What are you skulking around for, you crook?
Some people didn't take that too well.
Don't think I can't see you.
Ah, don't get your knickers in a twist.
I'm gonna remember that ugly face of yours. No! I'll take you straight to the abbot. He'll decide what to do with you. And heed my words. Don't try anything stupid.
Take me away.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. You're a guest here, and you're expected to behave as such. God forgive you.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Now on thin ice with the abbot, Henry tried really hard to behave and to integrate himself into the monks' lives.
Oh, what a stench. You ought to be ashamed.
Did you drink away your hose?
He wanted to fit in,
Oh, it's just you, eh?
but he was not willing to remove the stolen legate's hat. So, the monks hated him. He was a giant walking offense to both their noses and their eyes. Henry didn't take rejection well. He would drink himself under the table. Literally. He was so offended this time that he just didn't want to get up. So, he didn't. When he tried to stand, he just fell over. Every time. The rest of day 7 went much the same.
What a stink.
He got nothing productive done, and neither did the monks.
Hey, what a stench! You ought to be ashamed.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Henry tried to play some music for the monks, but really, he was just pissing them off like a right twat. What sort of cunt goes around screeching music into people's faces as they eat.
Oh,
Speak
keep
before I
away
call
from
the
me or the
guards.
stink will knock me down.
The monks were so done with him, but the abbot wouldn't kick him out, as he thought he could save Henry. Oof. Henry harassed the abbot. He was a menace. He was literally climbing the walls. Let's just say rehab has been a real adventure for our hero Henry.
Clear off!
There was the incident with the bees.
Chaos.
We won't go into that.
Speak before I call the guards.
Then there was the fire,
You again?
which was a complete disaster.
Who sticks here?
And then came the floods,
What did I do to you?
which ruined most of the abbot's paperwork.
Ouch!
Then there was also that time with the fireworks. That was fun.
Yeah, real funny.
Then there was the time with the crows, who must have thought that there was a dead person because Henry smelled so bad.
God be with you.
Bugger off.
Then there was that time with the black powder experiment on the guards.
I'm not going to forget such insolence.
Oh, Henry had become more than a liability. He was an industrial health hazard. By now, Henry had cost the monastery over 200,000 groschen.
Speak before I call the guards.
And the monks still hadn't finished the stocktake in the vineyard. King Sigismund's invading Cuman army didn't need to siege the monastery. They just needed to let Henry stay there for a couple of weeks. Henry got so wasted that he hallucinated an entire Cuman army. He nearly broke my game. He pushed the limits of the Warhorse engine and his own sanity. He didn't know if he was about to die or about to single-handedly take down an entire army when he couldn't even stand upright. But that was just an average day for our hero Henry. He had seen much worse. He'd have a teensy-weensy, tiny little accident with a guard.
I'll take you straight to the abbot. He'll decide what to do with you. And heed my words. Don't try anything stupid.
I won't resist. Take me away.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. You're a guest here, and you're expected to behave as such.
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some kind of animal?
Henry tried in his own way to help the monks with their chores. It turns out that when a man who smells like a decomposing battlefield stomps all over the vegetables that you were trying to pick, it doesn't feel like teamwork.
Have you been rolling in shit?
As Henry's boredom grew, stomping was the least of their worries. After he successfully drove all the monks back inside, he decided to play in the water. This wasn't such a good idea given his current state of sideways, and, as we could have predicted, it didn't end well. Henry didn't mind getting wet. He just washed the taste of pond water down with more drink. He was so far gone that reality itself bent around him. Monks blurred into one another,
You can't just walk around like this.
leaving Henry completely stunned by the sheer, unmitigated, rendering disaster before him.
What a stench! You ought to be ashamed.
This somehow emboldened the monks to be even more rude.
Did you forget your clothes somewhere?
After a day of sleep nursing a sore head, Henry went straight to the abbot's bedroom to get the party started.
What did I do to you?
He may have slept through the day, but he knew the abbot would be up for a laugh and a bit of banter before bed.
Mind where you're going.
Hurts, does it?
He was the most fun. He could barely stay awake.
What a stink!
Yeah, real funny.
Oh,
You again?
And Henry could barely stand.
Oh, what are you waking me up for? Go away.
The abbot tried really hard to go to bed, but I do imagine it was really hard to sleep with the rotten stench of death sitting next to you.
Yeah. Who stinks here? What a stench! What a stench! What a stench! Phew. I hope you're not following.
If the abbot did drift off, Henry would throw stones at him to wake him up.
Yeah, real funny.
They had been treating him like a 5-year-old, so he thought he may as well start acting like one. The abbot, sadly, trusted Henry, even in his madness.
Oh, what are you waking me up for?
That was a terrible mistake.
Yeah. Who stinks here? I hope you're not following me.
He should never have gone back to sleep with our stinky Henry looming over his bed like an over-enthusiastic puppy.
What a stench!
Fed up with the comments about his smell and him ruining the party every night, Henry decides that enough is enough. He had killed men for less. He was Henry, butcher of scallops, after all.
Enough! I give up!
The abbot will decide what to do with you.
Take me away. I won't cause any more trouble.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. We're on hallowed ground. You must behave accordingly. Leave the monastery grounds and search your conscience. May God forgive you.
On his way out, he noticed a beggar. Henry happened to be carrying over 5,000 bottles of beer thanks to the never-ending beer hack, and he finally decided that he'd had enough of the drink. So, like a true philanthropist, he dumped all 5,000 bottles directly onto the local beggar. Henry walked away feeling like a saint, completely unbothered by the fact that he'd just single-handedly ruined the local economy and doomed a poor man to liver failure by Thursday. It wasn't rehab that fixed him. In the end, he did that by himself. And for that, we have to be proud of Henry. He may not be a fully reformed man. He may have behaved like a feral pig, but he had come to his senses, eventually. He knew that if he kept drinking, he might completely break the game, and he was not ready for his adventures to stop yet. He had places to go, and armies to delete. As Henry leaves the monastery behind, we're left with one lingering question. Where will our hero Henry fill his belly next week? Subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode.